That when Jesus came to earth, he came to die for all our sins.
Porque todos, por naturaleza, sabemos que existe un Dios.
And so, even in church, we embrace the idea that we're forgiven, that Jesus came to the earth to forgive us. But we don't often embrace the idea that we presently are doing things that need to be forgiven, and we need to be forgivers. That a lot of times we like to avoid that because you like to think, well, I'm a Christian now, so everything is good, and I'm living the way I'm supposed to. But that's not the practical reality, is it? And so the first thing I want you to notice about forgiveness, if you're taking notes, is this, and that is forgiveness comes from God. The ability to forgive comes from God. The ability to be forgiven comes from God. It tells us in Romans chapter 5, verses 8 through 10, but God demonstrates his love toward us, and that while we were still sinners, we were helpless, we were not able to do anything of ourselves, Christ died for us. Much more then, having been justified by his blood, we shall be saved from wrath through him. For if when we were enemies, we were reconciled. Reconciled means forgiven. It means being made right. Reconciled to God through the death of his Son. Much more, having been reconciled, we shall be saved by his life. And so forgiveness, the whole idea of forgiveness only comes because of God. God is where forgiveness comes from, and God is the one that gives us the ability to forgive. And to present us faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy.
Con un gozo grande.
To the only wise God,
El único Dios sabio,
our Savior,
nuestro Salvador,
be glory, majesty, dominion, and power.